Hi, good day everyone. So today we're going to be doing January 2025 number 7, which is our patterns question, January 2025 number 7. So let's just zoom up and then we'll continue. A sequence of patterns is made of dots on lines of unit length. Unit length just means the length is 1, right? Some of these lines form squares. The first 3 diagrams in the sequence are shown below. So when we have diagram 1, we have 1 square with lines around it with dots. Diagram 2, 2 squares with the lines around it. So this one here, according to the pattern, should look something like this. It should have... I'll draw it. Alright, a dot here, and then a line going so, line on top, line at the bottom, and then you'll have a dot here, and that is how it's supposed to look. Alright, let's look at part B. The number of dots and the number of unit lines that form each diagram L form a pattern. Right. The value of D and L for the first 3 diagrams that are given in the table below. Study the pattern in each of the rows of tables. Now, part 1 is going to be is very easy to find out. Part 2, you need part 3, which is your formulas to do this. Now, usually or typically I would find my formulas for number of dots and number of lines and then go on, but let's do part 1 very quickly. We can see to go from 5 to 8 is 3, to 8 to 11 is 3, so you keep on adding 3, so that is 11 plus 3 is 14. Number of dots 8, the difference between 8 and 15 is 7, then 15 plus 7 is 22, so you keep on adding. So this one you have to add 3, this one you have to add 7, 8, 9, that's 29, right? Or you could look at your diagram and see how many dots it is. We could just count it. Right, part 3, we'll do this part first and then this. Now for part 3, or to find the formula, you need to know this formula here, which is AN. Your n term is equals to A1 plus the difference between your n term minus 1 by your common difference of D. Right, so if we're looking at number of dots, A1 is your first term, so your n term would be 5 plus n minus 1 by a common difference of 3. I'm going to open it out. 5 plus 3n minus 3 is 3n plus 2. So 3n plus 2. And then your number of lines, an, is equals to your first, so we're looking at number of lines. Your first number is 8 plus n minus 1 by a common difference of 7. So that's 8 plus 7n minus 7, which is 7n plus 1, 7n plus 1. And if you put n is your diagram number, if you put 4 in these formulas, you're supposed to get it. So 4 3s are 12, 12 plus 2 is 14. 7 4s are 28, 28 plus 1 is 29. So even when you use your formulas, you can see if the answer that you got is correct. Now, they want to know what is your diagram number to get 59. So we are going to say let 3n plus 2 be equals to 59. We want to know what is n, or your diagram number. Right, so basically you're making n the subject. Carry across plus 2, so 3n would be 59 minus 2, which is 57. And then n would be 57 divided by 3, which is equal to 19. So my diagram number to get my 59 number of dots is 19. This one, it will be easy. If your diagram number is 19, that means n is 19. So that's 7 by 19 plus 1. Use a calculator. 19 by 7 is 133. 133 plus 1 is 134. So you'll get 134. And that is how you will do this part here. Let's do part C. which is the last part. On the one of the diagrams in the sequence has 148 lines. Calculate the number of dots in this diagram. So they're telling you the number of lines is 148. So we know we need to find out which diagram we're looking at. So 7n plus 1 is 148. 7n would be 148 minus 1. So 7n is equals to 147. N would be, if you carry across, multiply by 7. That's 147 divided by 7, which is to 21. So we're looking at the when your diagram is 21. When the diagram is 21, we're looking for the number of dots. So when n is equal to 21, a number of dots would be 3n plus 2, which is equal to 3 by 21 plus 2. 3 by 21 plus 2 is 65. Right, so calculate on the diagram, which is diagram 21. Calculate the number of dots in the diagram, which is 65. Right, and that would be the end of January 2025, number 7.